What's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup, last match here in Group F. Everything is still possible for Synchro Cat. D-Hero beat is sadly out of the tournament, but still, Synchro Cat, OCG Synchro Cat, Armshole Cat by the way, needs to win both these, at least this match, right, with 2 points, and then it will move on to the next round. So the matchup of today, we have both Destiny Hero beatdown T-Hero, as it was called during its time. It's going to take on Synchro Cat from the OCG. The first list here, T-Hero, named after one of the best players ever in this game's history. I'm not sure about how you pronounce his name, like 3Sark Poon Sambats. Old school players will definitely remember that name. So again, this deck pretty much power crept the entire Chaos format before it, also thanks to a ban list of course, but the speed of this deck was just too fast for the old school flip decks. You know, Metamorphosis, Brain Control, Destiny Draw, Card Trooper also released in those special packs back then. Same for Malicious, but again a super fast deck for its time. The second list we have Armshole Synchro Cat, a deck list from 2008, if I'm not mistaken. We here in the TCG had a Synchro Cat during, at least in 2009, but in the OCG they already got it faster, right, at least earlier. So with triple dark armed, super fast deck again, super spicy, especially with the triple cold wave and of course a triple hidden armory, and Armshole as it was called in the OCG, legal with a premature burial and of course a Brionek pre-errata. Let's not forget Rural Oppression also in the main deck. So which deck has the advantage? Well, not really sure. It should be Synchro Cat, maybe due to the access of a stronger extra deck, of course. Also much more speed compared to T-Hero. Well, speed, well yeah, maybe consistency. That might be an issue for Synchro Cat, but having access to multiple boss monsters, triple dark armed as well, Gorse is so strong against a lot of old school decks. Royal Oppression as well is super clutch against every special summon deck, so Synchro Cat might indeed have the advantage. Okay, let's see the first duel. Okay, the first duel. I think, yep, indeed, T-Hero, so Destiny Hero beatdown gets to start T-setting. That's such an old school move, right? Just T-set one of the sets, not really sure which one it's saying, and indeed to get the searching out Malicious. I think that's an okay thing, especially because of the Brain Control, but the Destiny Draw was a very nice stop deck to immediately set up Malicious. Metamorphosis on Malicious definitely was an option, but again, going for a level 6 fusion play, not really sure about that. Just, you know, somewhat wasting the Brain Control here, but I think it's fine. You have two options, two good options here in this situation. Let's either go for Dark Baltar to negate any normal spell, but I think, well, we knew he had Premature Burial, that, well, again, Baltar cannot negate that, so let's just go for Reaper on the Nightmare. Reaper has the option to also attack directly even when the opponent has a monster, so you can just pick away a card from the opponent each turn. Right? So again, get in with Card Trooper, get in with Snipe Hunter as well, get in some damage. Again, every time Reaper does damage, my opponent will lose a card, and back in the old school days, getting the +1 over the opponent was so important. Again, using Malicious, getting some extra damage on board with another Malicious, revealing the Pot of Avarice, and the opponent enters a scoop phase. So again, T-Heroes are leading 1-0. Of course, with a very good start, that is. Okay, so the opponent starts off normal summoning the Rescue Cat, immediately going for Catastor. Catastor is definitely an okay option against, well, against this deck, right? I think not really sure how. Too many options will Snatch, Steal, Brain Control, of course, but I think this is the first time that I'm ever doing this, like using the Metamorphosis on a level 3 monster, either Sangan or Card Trooper, and that fusion is definitely a crush card to target, so I can crush card my opponent away, somewhat equalizing the score again, I thought. At least I think, right, with both players sitting at, well, 3-4 cards. Goro Guardian is okay. Maybe you should have gone for Brionek to again push for some damage, and potentially if I have a set monster, he can just bounce that back, right? Using the Typhoon, normal summon the Snipe Hunter, but I missed the Bottomless Trap Hole, of course, with the Mystical Space Typhoon, since we know, of course, the deck list is main decking triple Bottomless Trap Hole, so it definitely needed the Snipe Hunter to go through. Going for a Jama King to somewhat stall it out, right, and here is where the Briolneck definitely would have helped him, but yeah, again, Goyo Guardian is not able to attack over the Ojama King, and blocking those 3 monster zones with Ojama King is also very, very strong, right? Don't give him the option to potentially synchro summon for something like Cataster. I decided to set up Morphing Jar, trying to get some extra draws, hopefully to, you know, get some extra damage in next turn, or maybe go for game with cards like Snatch Steal, Heavy Storm. Maybe Premature Burial or Moss Reborn, right? Those extra special summons, but nope, that wasn't the case, and due to Premature Burial is able to get back Tester, and this is a problem, right? Especially because it reveals the Royal Oppression. But again, Brain Control, again, equalizing the playing field, tributing for Cyber Dragon, and here I thought, okay, I should be in an okay position, especially because the opponent is not going to flip his face down monster, but still, the Royal Oppression is such a disgusting card, and especially now because he searched the Rescue Cat, he can just use Cold Wave to shut down his own Royal Oppression indeed. That was just such a disgusting move. I mean, shut down your own like emptiness or oppression. Here in this case with the Cold Wave, and now, yep, I think this is the first time ever that Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon is summoned. You know, it was sometimes it's in the extra deck because the particular player is side decking the Cyber Dragon, but here in this case, using her opponent's Cyber Dragon to call for Fortress and attack for a game. So equalizing the score. I get to start, but this hand is so terrible. Too many monsters, and I opt to call for Demok again. Demok getting back, or at least try to get back the Destiny draw, and hopefully draw into some extra options, right? Maybe another Destiny draw. But here the Typhoon is well played, so I can't use Scapegoat since I already used my normal summon to call for Demok, and yeah, this is probably going to be GG again, as you're seeing here in his hand. This is pretty much the best move to deck that particular Arms Hole Synchro Cat that can produce, like using Premature Burial multiple times thanks to Rescue Cat not being once per turn. Again, with the errata it is same for Briolneck, pre-errata not once per turn. You can just keep bouncing back your Premature Burial and just, well, going for those multiple synchro summons and attack for a game. So, okay, kinda expected but I think this was a good match. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, 4 matches still remain here in Group G and Group H, but the 2 decks are going onwards to the top 16. Being Chaos Dragons and Synchro Cat, as you see here. So feel free to leave your predictions for the next group. Group G, PK Flyer, Chronomelly, Hero Beat and Formula Monarchs. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks so much, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.